Thank you very much, Stuart, and good afternoon, everyone. Are you well? Yeah, the sun's shining. It's freezing, but the sun's shining. Honourable Minister, Deputy High Commissioner, Partnership members, and all you distinguished guests, it's my privilege to join you at this year's AGM to share some reflections with you all on the special friendship between Scotland and Malawi. I would firstly like to thank the team at Scotland-Malawi Partnership for bringing us together today and for facilitating this important discussion on friendship and global citizenship. And my goodness, do we need it at this point in time? We really do. So a very warm welcome to both the Minister for Tourism of Malawi and the Deputy High Commissioner. Welcome back to Scotland, Honourable Minister. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you for making the journey to join us here today. And I know that from your time leading the Malawi-Scotland Partnership, you are what we call a well-kent face. And that's translated into just a face that we know and we like. So a warm Scottish welcome to you today. The Scottish Government continues to place great importance on the bilateral relationship between Malawi and Scotland, and it has stood the test of time. One of the very first memories I have of the new Scottish Parliament was the formation of the Scottish-Malawi Partnership, and that said something to the world about how we look out and support our friends across the globe. And we're still learning on how to be good global citizens, and we will learn together, I'm sure. I think you will know, and many of you will be aware, that this year marks the 150th anniversary of the death of David Livingstone in 1873. And being an MSP from Lanarkshire, until they changed the boundaries in 2011, I did have the David Livingstone birthplace in my constituency. It's that lovely Clare Hockey that gets to look after it now. And I know that some visitors went along this morning to visit the new centre there. I do have David Livingstone's family church in my constituency, so I'm still blessed for that. But historically and today, our friendship is one built on mutual respect, understanding and cooperation. Although I was appointed as Minister for International Development only in March this year, feels like March was just yesterday and we're almost the middle of November. You know, it was a real joy for me to realise I would be working with you on the Malawi Partnership, given my visit to Malawi 15 years ago now with the Westminster Foundation for Democracy, and also served on the cross-party group on Malawi. I got to tour from Lilongwe up to Nakata Bay South with the lovely Aleki Banda and spent some time with his family there, and I have very, very fond and warm memories of that. So I've always been inspired by the passion of and the dedication of everyone who works in the Scottish-Malawi Partnership and the Malawi-Scotland Partnership, because that's really important to realise that this goes both ways, and it's meant to go both ways. So today I want to recognise those individual links and connections between Malawi and Scotland, held by so many of you here today, to continue to drive the relationship forward. And I'm really looking forward to developing and renewing my relationship. The importance of the work of the Scottish-Malawi Partnership in coordinating and supporting these people-to-people links cannot be overstated. I'm grateful to you for your commitment and dedication, even during these challenging times. And we know that the past year has been difficult for Malawi, with a severe cholera outbreak and the devastating impact of Tropical Storm Freddy. To support Malawi's response to Tropical Storm Freddy, the Scottish Government provided an additional £400,000 to deliver food, shelter and improved access to water, sanitation and healthcare. And more recently, in New York, our First Minister also announced an additional £300,000 to support communities in Malawi impacted by Storm Freddy, with funding through SCIAF. You have just heard from our First Minister today, and he has very, very fond memories, and I was hoping to get to Malawi next year as well. I think I may be trumped by the fact that he's the First Minister now, but, well, that's how it goes, but those connections will still remain just as deep. Scotland will continue to stand in solidarity with Malawi as you seek to overcome these challenges and build your brighter future. And that was something that struck me when I was there, about how dedicated people were for making the outcomes and the lifestyle and the communities better for the people who lived in it. And we hopefully will play a small part in supporting you to do that. So I was really delighted to hear the theme of today's conference is friendship and global citizenship. And as I said earlier, this is times when I think we really need to know what that means, but also to understand and support its aims and ambitions. The concept of good global citizenship, particularly, is central to so much of the Scottish Government's work, both at home and in Scotland and internationally. It is our commitment to global citizenship that has driven a transformation in our international development work, and more to come on that in the weeks ahead. And as we work to develop and implement our review of our approach to international development, this is not done alone. This is done with you sitting at the table, telling us what you need and giving back that power. And I feel that's an incredibly important part of the work that we've done in the review here. In alignment with our international development principles, we have committed to ensure that our work is partner country-led. Our new thematic approach has therefore been developed in collaboration with our partner country governments. There's just something wonderful about a baby squealing, isn't there? Let's just think about the future. So we are further supporting a shift in power from Scotland to Malawi through the creation of an advisory Global South panel to the Scottish Government. We're not saying we're the experts, we certainly aren't, but we want to speak to you, the experts, so that we can get our interventions right. This panel gives representatives from Malawi greater say in our approach as our approach evolves, breaking down barriers to participation and harnessing a diverse range of new voices and new ideas to drive real change. Towards implementing our review, we have also listened carefully to the views of smaller CSOs in Malawi too. So we are making it easier for Global South organisations to apply to us directly for funding, and we have been co-designing the new Global Citizenship Fund for capacity building for small CSOs with civil society organisations themselves. And thank you for your work in helping us to do that. We're also developing new long-term Global South directed partnerships, a key example being our support of Kamazu University of Health Sciences. And to put it simply, the Scottish Government is committed to partner country-led and inclusive development, to equality, to amplifying Malawian voices, and to inclusion and diversity. And over the next year, the Scottish Government will begin to launch our new international development programme in Malawi. In our new programmes, we will partner with Malawi to tackle non-communicable diseases, support inclusive education for those who have additional support needs, and provide financial support to advance the rights of women and girls, for example, through our new Women and Girls Fund. This programming has been very much guided by our partners in Malawi. We have also committed to take a feminist approach to international relationships and will continue to explore how we can apply feminist principles to our future international development work. This commitment fits well with our international development principles and our aligned commitment to shifting power. And as a former Equalities Minister, music to my ears when I hear that's the route that we are taking. As the Scottish Government takes this forward over the next year and seeks to sustain and grow our relationships, the voices of people on the ground in Malawi will be more important than ever. The role of the Scotland-Malawi partnership in building these civic connections is the fundamental importance. Thank you once again to Stuart, his team, for all of your hard work, and I really hope you have a very enjoyable and dynamic AGM today. But I said earlier in my remarks, we want to hear the voices of the Malawian people here. So you'll be glad I'm at the end of my speech and you can hear from some of the experts that we are working with. I really look forward to working with you, continuing working with you, to developing new relationships, sustaining older relationships, but building a future where we are all good global citizens. Thank you so much.